Jules, I was always skeptical about the Kane move from, as you know, but as I alluded to this earlier, maybe it was Pep thinking short term because Mbappe would have been a year from now, Haaland would have been a year from now, because now we find out that maybe his time horizon is a bit shorter than we thought it was. Speaking at an XP event, he reportedly said he was looking to leave City when his contract expires in 2023. Are you surprised? What happens next?
I'm not really surprised. I'm a bit surprised of the timings of him saying it and the effect that will have on the club, on the team maybe, I don't know, on the fans. I'm not surprised because this is already the longest that he's ever been at a club. More than Barcelona, more than Bayern Munich, and he's still young, and maybe he could have extended again the deal after 2023. And I've always said to you that Guardiola was always going to think short term to go and win the Champions League, and if that meant bringing a 28-year-old for 150 million, Harry Kane, he would do it more than. The debate was, but why not wait for Haaland, who is 7 years younger, or Julien, who is 6 years younger, blah blah blah. I don't think he thought like this, and clearly this is the proof. Then he will go and take a national team. This is also what he said yesterday. He wants to manage a World Cup, a Euros, a Copa America.
But maybe this is what you're seeing,
right?
He wants. Because we talk about City as if like Pep runs the place, right? And ultimately he doesn't, right? So Ferran Soriano is the guy who's the chief executive who's responsible. Yes, he may also be Pep's countryman and whatever, but he's not going to join Pep managing whatever national team he goes and manages, right? He still has a job. He still has a reputation. I wonder if he's the one who doesn't say, okay, Pep, we can go this far with Kane. Beyond that, you may be all about the short term, but maybe I have to think about the longer term well-being of this club, as does Khaldoun Al-Mubarak and whatever else. And this stuff just doesn't make sense. In terms of 2023, who knows? I mean, it's a long way away, right? A lot of things can happen. He may decide he wants to stay longer. The club might go in a different direction. It gives them a lot of time to prepare. I think Chiki Begiristain's future might also be in doubt at that point.
Yeah, definitely. And now that Kane is not coming, Gab, there's still room for a big-name goal scorer at City. And certainly they would be looking for someone else maybe. And there are many reports linking City with Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, that would be something. Not just because it's Cristiano, but because of Manchester United, because of his age, because of him and Pep. I'm not sure how compatible they are.
So Jorge Mendes is in Turin as we speak. Officially, it was reported last night that he didn't have an appointment with Juventus, but I don't think it's difficult for him.
So why? He's going to Turin to go to his favorite restaurant?
Maybe he's visiting Andrea Bellotti. I don't know. But it's not difficult for Jorge to get an appointment in Turin with Juve. We talked about the reality about Cristiano, about how Juve would expect to get at least their amortization back, which is going to be between 25 and 30 million euros. And obviously he makes an enormous amount of money. Now, this is what was reported last night by Sky Italia, by Gianluca Di Marzio. And so I'm just going to relay that and you make of it what you will. He said that Jorge Mendes had been negotiating with Manchester City about how much City would be willing to pay Ronaldo. I'll tell you what, it's not very much. He reported that it would be a 2-year deal for about 15 million euros net, and that it would, and they wouldn't be willing to pay a transfer fee. So first of all, from Juve's perspective, they've always said, no, there's got to be a transfer fee involved. I think there's wiggle room there.
And maybe player, maybe Bernardo Silva goes that way, and then
possibly then you have an issue with his wages, right? And they say, yes, Bernardo Silva, Gabriel Jesus, who knows, right? But from Cristiano's standpoint, this makes no sense. And dare I say, it's even a little bit humiliating and insulting that this number would get out, because you're basically asking him to take a 50% pay cut. He would earn in 1 year, he would try over 2 years at City without any guarantees what he would make in 1 year at Juve. At that point, you're saying, better off stay at Juve and see where I am in the summer.
Exactly. Where he would be a free agent again.
And he can choose where he wants to go. And if he has a good season like he had last year, I think there's going to be a fair amount of demand for him. Final point on the Paris Saint-Germain link, which is inevitably always there. I spoke to some people around there, and I don't think the door is closed to Paris Saint-Germain at all, if Mbappe moves. Now, Mbappe may not move, who knows? And again, I would love that. Cristiano and Lionel Messi and Neymar together. That'd be pretty good.
Definitely.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.